Hello, Leo. Here is your weekly horoscope for January 24 to 30th. Well, this week is not so fantastic, and last week was not so fantastic either, was it? This Mars-Uranus conjunction in Taurus squares Leo, or challenges it, as we say in astrology. And this week, unfortunately, the Sun has joined the picture by squaring the Mars-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. And as well, we have Saturn picking up a square to Uranus for a few months. All in all, what this means is there's still stressful times ahead, Leo. Now, you're a sign that doesn't really like stress. Even though you're a fixed sign and you can handle it, you don't really like it. You expect things to be perfect. You want things to be perfect. You want things to be how you want them to be, generally. And unfortunately, when you get squares by Taurus, it is not going to be at all the way you want things to be. And then that's when you get angry and upset. You know, Leo is a little bit the sign of the dictator, so sometimes you have to back up and cool your jets, Leo, and this week could be one of them. Well, let me break it down. If you are being a very aggressive Leo, and you're angry and you're frustrated and you're negative, then you're just going to make more of a mess of things this week, perhaps, because these aspects are very troubling and they're continuing this week, a carryover from last week. If you are more the type of Leo that takes a situation in hand, rolls up your sleeves, and decides, all right, I need to fix this, then things are going to go a lot better for you because you're willing to work with what you need to do. Now, if you're in the later degrees of Leo, like from mid-August on, you may not even be feeling a lot of this stress. It's the early Leos that are really getting frustrated with these Aquarius, Taurus planets because they create such challenging aspects to Leo. So, if you are dealing with a lot of problems, as Mercury is approaching its retrogradation this weekend, it's in the sign of Aquarius opposite your sign. So, when Mercury slows down, as it approaches these aspects and when it aspects you, it actually gives you opportunity to stop and think. Stop and look back on past communications. Stop and look at your present. Where are you in communication and in relationships? And once Mercury goes retrograde for about 3.5 weeks after this weekend coming, there's opportunity for you to back up and redo some steps, excuse me, in a way that's better for you. So in general, things could be rough for you this week, Leo, if you are going to hang on to anger, frustration, and a negative attitude or any kind of impracticality that is not serving you. Now, if you are the more practical type of Leo, the stronger type of Leo who is willing to face troubles courageously and squarely and decide to roll up your sleeves and work towards finding resolutions, then the week may not be as heavy for you. There are a few softer aspects that can sort of defray the edges, so to speak. So it's not a complete write-off for you. But with Chiron in Aries as well, that is a planetoid that you should be looking to embrace because Chiron is the wounded healer. And when Leo gets hurt, oh boy, the whole world knows about it because it's all kinds of melodrama. So if you are feeling pain or hurt, you need to embrace the planetoid Chiron because Chiron is all about woundedness and healing. It's in the sign of Aries, a sign that's very positive for you. So I would suggest if you're in a very hurting place this week, take a look online, your online library, your own book collection maybe, and look for some personal growth books on how to heal. Meditation, prayer, there's all kinds of things you can do to find your balance again, we'll say, during such troubling times. But what you should not do, Leo, is what the sign typically does, and that is go into a rage and then take out your pain and anger and frustration on everybody else. You can't always control everything. You can't always control the world. But you can do is you can control yourself. So I hope you'll take my advice, Leo, and make a very troubling time a much more positive week for you ahead.